A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Waira. Thank you for joining us. A higher-level government and telecom limited delegation conducted an official site visit to Mount Kegum in Western Highlands Province last week to inspect and confirm the successful restoration of one of Papua New Guinea's most critical telecommunications towers.
The Mount Kegum telecommunication tower had been out of service since August 2023, following its third and most severe vandalism incident. It previously sustained major damages in 2019 and 2021. As a vital link in the national microwave transport backbone, the outage affected telecommunication services into Wabek, Ley, Wewak and Vanimo, crippling connectivity across the Highlands and Momase regions. Telecom Limited CEO Amos Tepi made this remark.
We are now happy that we moved on forward with the restoration and also connecting the 1.6 million people that we left them in dark since 2023.
The restoration efforts included replacing vandalized transmission and power equipment, undertaking structural repairs and tower safety upgrades, the installing enhanced security features such as CCTV surveillance, perimeter fencing, and alarm systems. To complement these efforts, Telecom has partnered with the Western Highlands Provincial Police Command to bolster law enforcement and deter future acts of vandalism. In addition, the company plans to implement community awareness campaigns aimed at educating residents about the critical role of safeguarding national infrastructure. The restoration of Mount Kegum site stands as a flagship example of unified government and industry collaboration under the 2024 Public Investment Program.
Take this opportunity.
The National Court has refused an application filed by Motu Koita contestants for the 2025 LLG elections, seeking an urgent hearing over the legality of the reappointment of its chairman, Daddy Toka Jr.
The motion filed by plaintiff, presumably aligned with the previous leadership, was dismissed yesterday by Justice Colin Mikhail. The court ruled that the request to expedite the proceedings lacked sufficient grounds for urgency. The case stems from internal leadership disputes within the Motu Koita Assembly following the appointment of Toka Jr. as chairman. The plaintiff challenged the process by which the leadership change was made and filed a motion seeking to bring the matter forward for urgent determination. However, in his decision, Justice Mikhail stated that the court must maintain its scheduled caseload and that the application did not meet the threshold required for an urgent hearing. The matter will now proceed through the normal court process. This ruling is a setback for those opposing the current leadership who had hoped for swift court intervention to prevent Toka Jr. from exercising authority in the interim. The Motu Koita Assembly governs the traditional landowners of Port Moresby and surrounding areas, and its leadership plays a key role in representing Motuan and Koitabu communities at both local and national levels. The substantive case remains active, with further court dates expected to be announced in due course. James Guken, National EMTV News.
Daytech Learning Center witnessed their 14th graduation ceremony today in Port Moresby, with a total of 255 students awarded certificates in 6 different programs.
With the aim of providing job-oriented and industry skills-focused diploma programs, Daytech PNG continues to inspire young Papua New Guineans to go out and make an impact in the nation with their acquired knowledge and skills. joining the Vice-Chancellor and Pro-Vice-Chancellor of the University of Technology. At the graduation ceremony today, acting CEO of DATEC, PNG Russell Tato encouraged the graduates to build towards a digitalized world.
Dr. Renagi mentioned that we must be problem solvers, innovators. This world is building towards a world of digital economy, digitization in general. And you're not going to go wrong. It's a greenfield of its own. You're going to be stars. So continents drive industries forward, transforms the way we interact with our surroundings. U.S. graduates of data learning centers are equipped with skills and knowledge to...
He urged the students to be innovative and utilize the acquired knowledge to be problem solvers and continue to develop in the country. Tato highlighted that technology is a powerful force driving developments in the world and across many continents today.
Evolving faster than we anticipate. Technology is so fast that it never stands still. Digital trends are shaping our world. For example, those of our people in the agriculture, or farmers in the agriculture, harvesting crops, especially coffee. They're looking for the right markets. They're looking for the right. It's the power of internet, the power of what is already in the social media that to solve a medical condition. The business sector through digital technological trends such as payment systems, clearing transactions, that customers receive their goods on time, delivered.
He said the students coming to DATEC PNG must know that success is not measured by technical expertise, however, but through the ability to adapt and collaborate for knowledge and maintain peace of mind. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
The Vice-Chancellor of the University of Technology, Ora Renagi, says the University of Technology is now progressing into delivering engineering degrees that are of world-class standards.
While speaking to the 255 graduates of DATEC today, the Vice-Chancellor for the University of Technology said Unitech has made progress. He said the engineering degrees have been accredited under the Washington Accord, which means the graduates can work anywhere in the world.
It has made very good progress in making sure that we are delivering quality degrees to our graduates. Now you have to be, I'm always very proud of this one, the one that I'm about to announce. That Unitech engineering degrees have now been accredited under the Washington Accord. And when you get this degree, engineering degree at Unitech, you can work anywhere in the world.
He said UOT is now focusing on delivering quality and also up-to-date courses that the university offers.
And that's the quality that Unitech is focused on. All other courses that we are running at the university, it will be benchmarked to international standards. It will be accredited to industry standards. And so the graduates have to be trained well so that they go into the industry and contribute to industry. Industries are profit-driven. They want to recruit young men and women who are innovative, who can go to industry and say, boss, this product here, we are doing it this way, but I think that if we do it this other way, it will sell better.
The transformation was done on the 24th of December 2024 to accredited the 5 engineering courses that are offered at the University of Technology. The accreditation is a 5-year term program. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
The Leprosy Mission PNG hosted their 4th Trainer Zone training program that has been facilitated since 2023 here in Port Moresby. The program held today is called Preventative Health and Community Empowerment, which is funded by the Government of New Zealand and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade.
This program is rolled out in 3 different provinces in PNG, which is the Central Province NCD, and Gulf Province. The Leprosy Mission PNG trains volunteers who are known as community health workers and community leaders. These volunteers are partnered with different health facilities within their communities to implement the work they are trained to do. Field Support and Training Coordinator Obed Timothy further elaborated on this program.
In a team of trainers from those different provinces to come in to attend the training. So basically we have under our program, Preventative Health and Community Empowerment Program, we have so far facilitated 4 rounds of training since 2023. And now this is the fourth training that we are facilitating to basically to build the capacity of our volunteers so that they can be able to get out to the community and advocate and work with partners to deliver the services that we want to, especially in most remote places.
He further highlighted that they are working in 45 communities within the 3 provinces.
We are working basically in 45 communities in the 3 provinces. And in those 45 communities, we have identified potential volunteers that will be supporting our program to mostly doing awareness and leprosy referrals. So basically, the training is for TOT, but in our training is a integrated training approach where we are training our trainers to facilitate the training.
Mr. Obed said that the Leprosy Mission PNG does not work in isolation, but works together with government departments as well.
Facilitating this training in partnership with different government partners and stakeholders. We bring in different partners like for health topics, for family planning, like we partner with different organizations like Marriage Talks PNC, where they come in with their expertise and they provide trainings to our volunteers. So they equip them with those knowledge and skills, and we put those into a training package so that they can be able to deliver this with our healthcare workers, especially from the provincial health authorities working in the different provinces, and also from the health facilities. So we have a strong partnership with each of those partners. So we implement these activities in partnership with them to impart the skills and knowledge to our people in the community to be, for them to be resilient and for them to be able to make informed decisions for themselves.
Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Attention all students, parents and schools. The Smart Start School promotion is back for 2025. Your school could win a school grant worth 44,000 kina. Here's how. Collect 3 empty packets of Smart Start breakfast biscuits, write your name, number and school on an envelope, put the empty packets inside and drop them into an entry box at a registered school. The school with the highest number of valid entries in each region wins. 1,000 consolation prizes are also up for grabs. Register your school now with Paradise Foods Limited. Smart Start breakfast biscuit, proudly made by Paradise Foods.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
With more Find everything you need with just one stop. Visit our newly opened department store where quality meets affordability. Here at One Stop Shop, we provide a wide range of products from kids' toys, electronic devices, storage and travel products, kitchen utensils, home furniture, and even home decor. One Stop Shop has got you covered with a great customer service, friendly staff, safe atmosphere, and our wide range of quality products. One Stop Shop will give you peace of mind.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. From the pasta, the white sauce. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Asia Pacific Insurance Brokers Limited has filed a new motion in the National Court seeking to restrain BSP Financial Group Limited from exercising mortgage rights over its assets.
Follows the dismissal of APIBL's earlier application last weekend on technical grounds due to non-compliance with national court rules. This legal action is part of a series of court battles between APIBL and BSP, which is seeking 150 million kina in damages after APIBL's former Chief of Staff Robert Ralewa misappropriated 980,000 kina through BSP's online banking platform between 2017 and 2019. Ralewa was convicted and sentenced to 7 years in prison, with the Supreme Court upholding the conviction in 2023, stating BSP facilitated the unauthorized transactions. APIBL alleges BSP transferred 2.88 million kina in liabilities to a separate entity, Una Trading Limited, increasing its debt burden and causing default. BSP has since moved to seize WTL securities valued at 90 million kina to recover a disputed 7 million kina loan. Meanwhile, the National Court is yet to rule on APIBL's earlier motion to strike out BSP's defense for repeated non-compliance with discovery orders. The matter remains under judicial consideration. James Guken, National EMTV News.
A 50-year-old man from Anga province has been arrested and charged by police for breaching Papua New Guinea Passport Act 1982 when he submitted 4 different passport applications between 2010 and February 2025.
Chief Migration Officer Wellington Navasivu stated that the suspect has falsified his identity by providing fake personal information, including names, during the application process, and was issued with 4 different passports over the 15-year period. Some of the applications contained photographs at closer look clearly matched his face. The applications had photos from different times in his apparent effort to hide his real identity. Mr. Navasivu said with the help of the police, the suspect was formally arrested, charged and refused bail. He was charged with 2 counts under Section 15 and 16 of the PNG Passport Act respectively for false representations in obtaining a passport and for being in possession of a fraudulent obtained passport, and is currently at the Bomana Correctional Institute outside Port Moresby awaiting trial in court. Mr. Navasivu warned that the Immigration and Citizenship Service Authority would soon be implementing new technologies to improve the capabilities in passport and visa systems that will soon include the mandatory rollout of biometrics, facial recognition, and artificial intelligence that are aimed at improving national security, prevent travel document fraud, and safeguard the borders from external threats. Louis Maingu, National EMTV News.
Chief of Defense Commodore Philip Polewara has raised concerns on the safety of military personnel following reports of members of the public using offensive weapons to attack soldiers.
PNGDF's preliminary investigations into incidents in Port Moresby and Lae, which occurred in the space of weeks, have shown that those confrontations between soldiers and members of the public stemmed from attacks on soldiers by civilians using offensive weapons such as bush knives. Commodore Philip Polewara indicated that in one of the incidents, a soldier was attacked with a bush knife after he was mistaken to be a tribal enemy. Polewara said this is totally uncalled for. Wielding bush knives in the cities is uncivil. Meanwhile, Commodore Philip Polewara has urged the public and communities to accord members of the force respect. He said if a member of the force has wronged any individual in surrounding communities, citizens must report it to the authorities of the immediate military establishment or the military police, and they will deal with them. Relating to the incidents that have occurred in Port Moresby and Lae recently, PNGDF investigations are taking place to inform the force on the necessary actions and measures to take. Louis Maingu, National EMTV News.
Representatives from the Chinese embassy in Papua New Guinea attended the opening ceremony of a new library at the Western Pacific University recently. The library project was funded by the China Aid Program.
Counselor from the Chinese Embassy, Jiang Chengsen, visited Western Pacific University, located in Yalibu, Southern Islands Province, to celebrate the opening of the new library. The Chinese government funded the project with an aid of 50 million kina. The library, a digital knowledge hub, is the first ever paperless library in the country. Councillor Jiang stated that China is an important development partner of PNG and has been actively committed to supporting PNG's development in the education sector. He said Western Pacific University project, including its library, marks another significant milestone in the field of China-PNG development cooperation. Southern Islands provincial member William Powie, who attended the opening, expressed gratitude to the Chinese government and people for their selfless assistance and support to PNG. He stated that the library will significantly enhance the institution's research capabilities and empower students to embrace in the digital era. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
Sanctuary Hotel, in collaboration with Port Moresby General Hospital Blood Bank, ran a blood drive donation today.
Sanctuary Hotel's Assistant General Manager, Gina Valli, said this is the fourth drive the hotel has hosted, with the initiative occurring every 3 months. 9 staff members donated today, compared to over 20 in the last drive.
Okay, the importance of the blood drive that the Central Hotel has. Look forward to help the sick people in the hospital. Is a drive which is always advertised by the Home General Hospital for blood donors and all this. So Central Hotel has come up with the initiative, and we've done it 4 times already. And it is one of the drive that we like to help the people which are in the hospitals.
Valli added the initiative aims to support communities, including visits to prison camps. Meanwhile, Sister Malkin from Port Moresby General Hospital thanked the hotel and emphasized the importance of blood donations.
When it comes to blood, our limit is stopped there. We cannot do much, and it all comes back to you citizens out there to help. At least come and just a bag of blood can save 3 different people because one bag can save 3 lives.
Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
Now let's take a look at the NASFund market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2456 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, Euro kina was buying $0.2381, $0.3732 Australian dollars, $0.2029 euro, 33.67 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed lower, copra closed unchanged, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed higher. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading lower, the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Share the love with Gullah Ice Cream, Gullah Cone Ice Creams, Gullah Stick Ice Creams, and Gullah Classic Tub Ice Creams. Happiness begins with the Gullah range of fun flavors which create taste adventures and excitement with every bite. Treat yourself. Share with a friend while chilling. The whole family will enjoy. Everyone has their favorite. Which one is yours? Share the love with Gullah Ice Creams. Gullah, Gullah, yum.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFund. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello better banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Join me every Thursday night as Sports Scene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes.
Hi, this is David Mead.
Highlighting our local sports developments across the nation.
All eyes are on Papua. Now an NRL team based here.
We create a pathway.
And our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name's Gemma Schnobel and you're watching
all the younger ones will follow.
Sports Scene, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Delta Fly District Development Authority presented their 2024 DSIP acquittals to the Department of Implementation and Rural Development today. The member for the district, Agena Gamai, said of the 10 million kina allocated to his district, he only received a total of 8 million kina last year.
Of the 8 million kina, 1 million kina each was allocated to the health sector, education, law and justice, economic sector, and administrative components. Meanwhile, 3 million kina was allocated to infrastructure development. Mr. Gamay said another 1 million kina was received late, which will be acquitted for next year. He further elaborated on strategies for expenditure on projects.
Put in our health centers, sub-health centers. I don't want to put maybe 200,000 because 200,000 is not enough. Put in 1 million, 1.5 million, so that not to cover everybody, but I want to put enough money there, put a standard building, so that another year I go to another location, not just spreading it. So that's the idea I have for the health sector. And the health problem is also covered by the education, by sending students. Because when I'm putting the infrastructure, if I don't have the human resource, it's idle standing there.
He said for the economic sector, all the money has been allocated to cocoa farmers.
We are having no and other problems. So as a leader, that's how I see the picture of how to change the people. So that's where I'm putting money on education, because I don't want the young people to be on the street, and they under the law and justice sector, that's where all these problems comes in. So in that way I want to solve it. So I think I've covered those 5 sectors, and whatever money that we are spending, we as leaders, we are accountable, we need to acquit, and the physical report of where we are putting the money to, because whatever we are putting in acquittal, I think all those reports must be also, because maybe one time you might come down whether you put in the money to the right place. Or
the Secretary for the Department of Implementation and Rural Development, Hai Vaki, while thanking the DDA team, said it is good to see the district is prioritizing the root cause of issues.
This only indicates that you have spent money little by little. If you deliver the funding that comes and it goes into project, you will find the acquittals will be a little small and but thick, percent by sector. So you can see the acquittals comes in 2 parts: financial report and fiscal report. For us, we see the books as financial reports, but our focus as a department is the fiscal report. It's most important thing because we will be using that report as a tool to go out and do the inspection.
According to DIRD, of the 118 districts and provinces, a total of 10 provinces and 52 districts have submitted their 2024 acquittals. 44 districts and 12 provincial governments are yet to acquit their 2024 reports to DIRD. Louis Maingu, National EMTV News.
Coming from a district known for swamps and wetlands, the member for Delta Fly in the Western Province, Agena Gamay, said he is supporting a total of 5 students to undertake pilot training overseas. He said this is apart from other educational support that his DDA is giving to the people of Delta Fly.
The member for the new electorate in the Western Province, Delta Fly District, Agena Gamay, stressed on the importance of supporting youths basically in the education sector. He said he is always challenged when seeing pilots from other provinces flying a plane that is on board, mostly back to the district. Thus, he plans to sponsor at least 20 to 30 pilots in his district.
All those colleges with Delta Fly, we are supporting our students, and we are also extending to overseas, like pilot training school. We are putting 300,000, 350,000, because sometimes I fly in the aircraft and I see other provinces, the pilots there, and I'm challenged as a leader. Now I want to take that to We have 5 pilot training students which already put the money, and I'm sending the students to overseas to train for pilot training.
He said the root cause of law and order problems in the country are the youths, and therefore he is creating a platform for youths in the education sector for them.
We didn't support young people. That's why today we are having law and order problems. So as a leader, that's how I see the picture of how to change the people. So that's where I'm putting money on education, because I don't want the young people to be on the street, and they under the law and justice sector. That's where all these problems comes in. So in that way, I want to solve it. The human resource is very important. If we don't do anything to the young people who are dropping out from grade 8, grade 10, grade 12, these are the ones they will give us problems.
The sponsoring of pilot students are apart from other educational supports that his district is providing for the youths. Mr. Gamai said this during his district's acquittal presentation to the department responsible today. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Moving to overseas news, a U.S. judge has slammed the Trump administration for doing nothing to facilitate the return of a man deported to El Salvador.
Well, the legal standoff is continuing in this case, which has really become a flashpoint in the Trump administration's deportation blitz. Kilmar Abrego Garcia was last month deported to this notorious mega prison in El Salvador after what Trump administration officials admit was an administrative error. They've since said, however, that they're powerless to bring him back. And yesterday, they said that it was up to El Salvador whether they wanted to send Mr. Abrego Garcia back, and El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele, said that he wouldn't be doing that. The Supreme Court last week upheld an order that the government facilitate his return to the United States, but lawyers for the government were today trying to argue in court about the definition of the word facilitate. The judge, Paula Zenas, was clearly frustrated. She had ordered that they give regular updates about what they were doing to facilitate his return to the United States. She said that so far they'd done nothing and provided her with no information of value. She's now ordered the government to provide a series of documents and also depose 4 immigration officials. She says that every day that Kilmar Abrego Garcia is held in this facility is another day of irreparable harm.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Join us weekly on MTV News, A Closer Look, the current affairs program that brings you insight for the latest on education, health,
Healing to all the residents.
business,
They launched its VPN.
politics,
to infiltrate into our systems.
sports, and more.
As we observe the preparations for the women's.
A Closer Look, Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. PNG Olympic Committee has made a final call for nominations for the 2025 SP Sports Awards. Only 2 days left. Nominations close this Friday, April 18th. The public are advised that you can nominate outstanding athletes, teams, officials and media across 12 award categories who are outstanding in 2024. Lay Football Association are set to host the Panamax Community Cup this weekend in Lay. Women's teams will also be competing for the first time for the Cup, with a total of 10 teams expected to register.
A total of 30 teams, inclusive of 10 women teams, will play off for the annual Panamax Community Cup held at the Lay Football Association field. As part of the company's ongoing efforts to support communities through sports, Panamax PNG have invested over 20,000 kina into the competition this year.
Two comps that people have been running simultaneously for 3 years now. That's our Masters, Panamax Masters. We always say it's Bonaroma Masters. And our Panamax Community Cup. We play Believe Long, giving back to the community. So at this tough economic time that we had now, whatever that we have given them, we believe that even though we have gone through during the Easter period, we have to keep our youths busy and keep them out of trouble. They don't have to, occupy their time. So it's only not in church now, all the time go on illegal activities. If they have time, they have to commit themselves in sports. One of the events now that we are doing is that Panamax Community Cup. If you are all free during the long weekend, please come down to LFA. Gate fee will be 3 kina for non-players, meaning adults and going up. All players will be 2 kina. Kids under 10, under 12 will be free. Okay, we'll be having a
General Secretary of the Lay Football Association, Alex Stocky, said with open invitations given to teams to register, the competition will bring good exposure for young talents and the code of sports in the province.
Within the community surrounding areas, they're building to plenty of places, which to come up, they employ plenty of money to the soccer. On behalf of LFA and Executive, Mr. Kamen or Executive, thank you. This is a 10th edition now. Last time we played no Mary. I believe this year we will plan in Mary will come. You will soccer is a talk. Papua New Guinea is the queen of football, but yet me like planning Mary will come. Me emphasize no Mary, stop out no Lay City, the plenty of surrounding village. Soccer is the biggest game we play now. So you may talk to me, Queen, I want to see more ladies playing.
The competition will run for 5 days over the Easter long weekend. St. John's Ambulance and police personnel have also been engaged to be on the ground during the course of the games. With business houses invited to set up promotional stalls, the general public, especially youths, are encouraged to come along to support their local teams and enjoy the long weekend. Jessica Nui, Trukai Sports, Ley.
The Kiunga Rugby Football League is back in action after 3 years out of competition in Kiunga Township.
Last year, Kiunga Rugby Football League ran a 2-month nines tournament to keep youths engaged and away from alcohol and petty crimes. With support from the Western Provincial Administration, a team represented KRFL in Dabari's Melo Nines in Port Moresby this February. During that trip, President Harry Keru and Vice President Chris Mel officially affiliated KRFL and PNG-RFL. Now with 10 teams, KRFL kicked off pre-season games last week. 2 more rounds will lead into the proper season starting in May. Secretary Clinton Tube confirmed the competition will run for 5 months and conclude by mid-September, in line with the PNG-RFL calendar. James Guken, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more. One more.
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello better banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You make holy man no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
It's becoming increasingly more important to deal with money laundering and countering terrorist financing.
Join us every Monday nights at 7 p.m. for In Focus, your weekly news and current affairs talk show, which presents in-depth commentaries, discussions, and analysis of the major current affairs issues in Papua New Guinea and in the region.
Areas involving politically exposed persons, reporting of suspicious transactions.
The trend is that we have been seeing increasing number of kidney diseases, ones where we can treat and then they recover.
There are existence of clandestine laboratories illicitly producing crystal meth.
Every Monday nights at 7 p.m.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
We're back with Trukai Sports. Moving to overseas sports, in the NRL, the West Tigers have axed 5'8" Lachlan Galvin after he famously rejected a contract extension.
The 19-year-old will play in the reserves after telling the club he's leaving at the end of 2026. This selection call means his immediate playing future is completely up in the air. Galvin has released a statement saying the move was best for his personal development.
When I was going through that decision many years ago, it was a tough process for me. But again, having those people, support staff behind you and next to you is a big key. So I'm hoping he gets the right guidance.
In the AFL, Port Adelaide player Willie Rioli has taken personal leave to deal with racist and homophobic comments on social media.
The comments were made following a post from Rioli on Instagram after the Power's fiery win over Hawthorn. Rioli stated his hatred for the Hawks comes from how they treated his family. The AFL Players Association says racist and homophobic comments are unacceptable. The Power says Rioli will be on leave for as long as he needs.
Yeah, I reached out to Willie just before and he's doing all right, but yeah, just with the racism and that, it's not acceptable. Can't understand, I can't even imagine how he'd be feeling right now. And that goes for a lot of our First Nations players.
That ends True Kai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
True Kai Sports. True Kai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Kai. True Kai, true inspiration through generations.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Find everything you need with just one stop. Visit our newly opened department store where quality meets affordability. Here at One Stop Shop, we provide a wide range of products from kids' toys, electronic devices, storage and travel products, kitchen utensils, home furniture, and even home decor. One Stop Shop has got you covered with a great customer service, friendly staff, safe atmosphere, and our wide range of quality products. One Stop Shop will give you peace of mind.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Kids, I'm Steffi. Join me on Kids Corner for story time, simple and creative arts and crafts, career corner, nature time, field trips, and not forgetting our cartoons and children entertainment shows. Join me every weekdays from 3:30 to 5:30 for Kids Corner on your number one to watch, MTV.
More than the life we've known, there is more to what the future holds. You be holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, oh, oh.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The MoneyPlus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Darul, rain showers with possible thunderstorms. Kerma, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Alotau, periods of rain and possible thunderstorms. Popondetta, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. To the Momasa region, Lae City, Wewak and Vanimo, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Medang, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms light. To the Nigin Islands region, Lorengau, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Keveng, partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorms. Kokopon Rabaul, mostly cloudy with possible showers and thunderstorms. Kimbe, rain periods and possible thunderstorms. Boka, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. To the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Goroka, Bans and Kondiawa, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy periods with rain showers and thunderstorms. Looking at the small ships forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border through Darul to Kiwai Islands to Kerma to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samarai Islands, seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of Cape Vogel to Hawaiian Gulf to Finchafen, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Finchafen through Vithia Strait to Siasi Long Islands, seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters. Waters of Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of New Ireland to East New Britain and waters of Bougainville, seas 1 to 2.5 meters, rising to 2.5 meters along Bougainville. Waters of West New Britain, seas 1 to 2.5 meters. Looking at the ocean forecasts, Coral seas moderate to rough, southeast to southwest winds of 20 to 25 knots. Solomon seas light to moderate, westerly to northwest winds of 10 to 20 knots, with gusts over the northwest to southeast sectors. Bismarck seas light, northeast to northwest winds of 10 to 15 knots. Pacific Ocean seas moderate to patches rough, northeast winds of 15 to 25 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Wednesday, the 16th of April, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.